And we about to play the last game of the series. Hopefully the last game of the series. I'm up by 3, play Philly. I just played last night when I was talking to the homie. Overtime game. That would have been a really good game to stream. Went into overtime. Ugh, man. Like, we had the game in control and everything too, and it just, you know how 2K, that 2K cheese is simulated to a tie, and we just kept going back and forth. And Kemba Walker, because they got Kemba Walker on their team for whatever reason. Kemba didn't have enough time to get to the 3-point line, so he shot it like, she shot it pretty much right here, a Wells Fargo thing. So it's like, you know, you ain't gonna make that. You know, that would have been some crazy 2K cheese if that was the case. But you know. You know how that goes.
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Philadelphia 76ers have their backs against the wall, down 3 games to none. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win Game 4 against the Utah Jazz. The NBA postseason coming up next.
This is Kevin Harlan. We've got the Utah Jazz and the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, let's get it done for Carmelo and John Stockton.
They're hoping for a miracle.
Yo, that's kind of weird coming from me since I'm like a crazy Bulls fan. So it's like, I mean, I still respected John Stockton and then, like, John Stockton. Like, there's never, like, this is a team, like, you could never, like, compete against as far as, like my guy has the all-time scoring records on here and stuff like that, but you can't compete with John Stockton when it comes to the assists, the steals that he was able to get and stuff like that. Like, that shadow was heavy to come over here to Utah and do that type of stuff. Phenomenal player. Now, I can, you know, combat with Carmelo because I'm a prolific scorer.
Look at a little tentative on a very makeable shot, and this one was uncontested.
Oh, nice steal. Let's go.
And they're on the break for the finish, and that one is stuck right through.
The hands of Gobert are consistently
Prodigy
moving,
Starks, baby. Oh my God.
And that last replay,
Jump man, jump man. Yeah, that's me.
a little bit of chaos.
Let's go. Oh, Kemba gonna try. Okay. So Kemba trying to do me up like that. Okay, good. That's what I was calling for the ball. I'm telling you, 2K, y'all gotta change that. On court badge and alpha dog should be some badges that come up based on how you play, not based on you making it to a certain level. That would be the on court badge. You got to make it to like 94, 95. And alpha dog should be just be straight up play, which would mean that you would probably get it by the end of the first season, because most of us played relatively well in my career. Pretty much once you become a starter and they kind of make you a star, basically. Or maybe when you get that first contract. After playing that full season. Okay, go ahead and shoot that thing, I guess.
Hands the shot with nobody near him.
They've wasted no time.
See, this is how these games have been starting, too, against
The
Philly.
76ers trail by
We've been
7.
running away with it, keeping them at bay, and then, like,
It's stolen by Gobert.
2K, like, simulates it to where
He's trying to break loose. Offensive rebound.
they're back in the game.
Here's Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Because I only got 4 points. So that lets you know right there, like, but
Now here's Simmons.
I mean, like, the series sometimes gets easier when you've beaten the team. That's the thing about playing on the West. When you've played the best on the West, then, like, the East is not necessarily that going to be that much of a threat. That's why it's probably kind of better to actually play on the East, even though it's kind of easier to play on the East. It's kind of because you're gonna play their best team. Like when you play on the West, especially your second year, you're going to restructure the whole climate of the NBA. Like I already restructured it playing for the Magic. Like the Magic's not winning a championship anytime soon unless something like ridiculous happens as far as like free agency, or they get like a hidden gem where they get somebody obvious like a Zion or RJ Barrett or Cam Reddish, what's the guy from Murray State, and they just happen to be like MVP Derrick Rose or the second coming of Michael Jordan or KD, LeBron type of situation. Like I'm talking about immediately that first year, which could change the trajectory of Magic doing that. But when you go on the West, it's like, and you start winning. Like Golden State didn't even make the playoffs. Mind you, Golden State didn't have KD or Clay. KD went to New York. Clay went to Indiana. New York didn't make it to the playoffs. Pacers didn't make it to the playoffs, which was weird, but especially on the East. But they didn't do whatever. 2K didn't have them do what they didn't have them. I mean, I beat both of those guys. I mean, some games it was a struggle to play the Pacers and in New York, but and they had Melo. Not only they had KD, but Melo was back in New York, which is weird because they did the same thing for Boogie. Boogie's back in Sacramento with a max contract. I'm like, okay.
Fades and shoots. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket.
2K. Come on. You're commentating on that, on fadeaway jumpers. The reason why we do a fadeaway jumper is because of how the defense is. First of all, it's not an open shot. If I'm doing a post fadeaway. So I'm gonna need y'all to stop commenting. I understand when you release it, because you're fading away, you have opened up some space. Well, let's not act like I'm just shooting a fadeaway off of being open. Stop commentating in that way. It's obvious what you're doing in a post fadeaway in that situation. Everybody on the perimeter. For what? You know what we do. We attack the basket, baby. Jump man. We out here, baby.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room.
Nice. We coming for you, Ben, though. That's why I want to get this win.
I think he lost his concentration.
Because I want to see if I can get Ben Simmons on my team in free agency. I got Ben Simmons, Ingram, and Mirotic. If we can get all three, like Cash Nasty got all those people on his team, or one of the guys I work with. Oh my God. The guy, one of my coworkers, one of my friends, or whatever, got Man, he got Clay, Kemba Walker, and Porzingis on his team because he was thinking about like kind of leaving Denver and kind of solidifying himself as like, you know, I mean it's Denver, so you still technically are solidifying yourself as a star regardless where you go. But you know, sometimes you want to go to a team that ain't got really nothing, man. You know what I mean? So I mean, because Denver's still a decent team. Like they've been like number 9 the last couple of years, but still, like they're really playing good basketball this year too. Like they've been developing into a pretty good team. They might actually make the playoffs this year.
They are very comfortable running their offense through Walker, and you can see why.
Wow.
Right there.
2K, y'all got to work on that. If I pass the ball, don't have my teammate immediately pass the ball back, especially if I'm going around them. There'll be times where you pass it and try to make an off-ball move because you know you want to get the ball back, so you give it to him. Like that's something I would do in real life though. I give it to him, go around with my friends, and cut to the basket. Y'all don't even I don't even get to go around them. Before I even try to go around them, y'all have already passed the ball to me, and it's like, bro,
What you have to love about Gobert,
I'm gonna need you to chill and let me do what I do. You know what I mean? I understand it's my career. I understand these players are going to pass it because they got used to the style of play how you play. I'm gonna need y'all to cut that out though. They can't be giving me the ball 5 seconds later. That's how these turnovers these turnovers happen. Like y'all do stuff to play into everything playing against a computer.
He said, I'm trying to use the historical perspective of
like, golly, man. Because I'm playing Fultz, and Fultz is ball. I don't understand why Fultz and Lonzo is balling on this game. Yes, you can argue that the computer has, like, this is his 2nd year, so he's, you know, on. I mean, well, will technically be his 3rd year, but I'm just saying, like, so he's developed. Man, make these niggas play like they play in real life. As far as him not making a jump shot and stuff like that, he can't shoot. Ingles.
And now a 9-point Utah lead.
Can't sleep on Joe Ingles. Knows how to pick his spots and when to be aggressive.
I don't know. We might have enough cap space for all 3 of those guys though. That'd be dope to get that. And if they're doing that, then that plays into the actual climate of where the NBA is at. Meaning that, you know, super teams are being developed through free agency, through players, because super teams have always existed. Like people act like this is some brand new thing that's happened. Boston legitimately had like what the Warriors have right now in the 80s. It's like what makes it so egregious in this era is it's not the GMs doing it. It's the players doing it. So it's like, oh no. Like I get excited because I just want to see how the league tilts when it happens. Like I'm not even a Lakers fan at all. I don't like the Lakers. The only Laker I really liked was pretty much Magic and Shaq. But I was a kid when Shaq came out, and Shaq was out of Orlando. Said I already liked Shaq from the beginning. And Shaq's like one of my all-time favorite players.
That was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity. If you give it to him, he'll take that.
Because that's what I always say. I was like, when I was little, it was MJ, Shaq, Penny Hardaway, and Grant Hill was like some of my favorite players. Now some of them they make my top 5, like Penny Hardaway and Grant Hill. But, you know, both of them had, you know, injuries throughout their career. Kind of like Tracy McGrady, too. So, because he was another one of my favorite players growing up.
just a 5-point Jazz lead.
Cause I never was a Kobe fan. Nice teardropper.
Starks has got 18 points.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Thursday's loss.
See, they keeping it close though.
And the effort
This game.
stretch. Those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed.
But yeah, I just like to see how these things happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you get if Lakers get AD.
You saw they just had no gas left.
And plus, nobody really wants to see the Warriors win outside of people in Oakland and San Francisco. Of course, their fan base is spread out further than that, but I mean, like, and I don't even dislike KD, Clay, none of those guys. I don't dislike them. This is the era where you don't really. This is the era where you don't really dislike players, though. Because I can tell you players off the rip that I didn't like in the 90s. I didn't like Reggie Miller. People are like, what? He could shoot. Could he really shoot, guys? He was technically a streaky shooter. I'm a Bulls fan. Don't expect me to like Reggie Miller. I didn't like the Pacers in that, especially in that era. Like, don't get me wrong. I like Paul George. I like Danny Granger and Lance Stevenson and stuff like that. But man, in the 90s, Rich Smith, Mark Jackson, all those guys. I hated the Pacers. It wasn't just Reggie. Only person I liked out of that team and still like to this day from the Pacers was Jalen Rose. I like Jalen Rose, and I went to a game when Jalen Rose was actually still on the Pacers. I've only been to 2 NBA games, but the first NBA game I went was a Charlotte Hornets game versus the Pacers. Oh my God! Jump man! Yeah, that's me. Boom!
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
But yeah, I'm like, we went to that. What was dope about that situation, that experience? My friend's dad had got tickets from his boss or whatever, and we thinking we're using we're getting the tickets or whatever. We got in this the arena or whatever, and the person's like showing us where we thinking that we're gonna be like right up, you know, pretty close. We're like, oh, cool, that's cool, like, you know, whatever. No, the person that was guiding us was like, no, you're on court side. So we're like on the last row in the court side section that they had. So technically not like in the front of court side, but you know, there's like we were still like in the very front basically. We was like on the last row of that type of section or whatever. So that's the closest I've ever been. I've never been on the court like some of these celebrities have been, but I've been close to it. And then the second time, my dad just got tickets for us to go watch the Charlotte Bobcats, because by that time they had changed the Charlotte Bobcats my senior year, and I got to see Carmelo play live. But we weren't in nosebleeds. We were like midway.
Thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab.
I want to go to an NFL game bad. Well, an Eagles NFL game. I want to get to the point where I actually be able to have season tickets to Eagles game. That's how a diehard Eagles fan I've been since I've been like 10. You know what would be dope, 2K? I was looking at my sleeves and I'm like, you see how the jersey is on this one, this classic, you know, 90s Jazz jersey? If the sleeves kind of was like purple and then like faded into the blue that it's like, that'd be dope.
Now guarded by did you see that?
Ben Simmons. Better do that when you come to Utah.
When he slams it down like that.
There's the double
Watch out
team
for
with
double
Walker.
team.
Butler kicks to Parsons.
Crap.
Simmons with the defensive effort.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack.
Yeah, I tried to cut to the basket, but you know how 2K defense is. They get an arm on you, you can't even get by people sometimes. It's like, bro. Like, yeah, the blowback cheese was horrible on 18. Don't get me wrong. Because if you go look at some of my... I was looking at some of the little promo videos and some of the clips I've made on YouTube and stuff like that. I was watching the Cameron Hardaway videos, and I was like, yeah.
And here's Fultz. Here's Simmons. And Simmons.
I was getting by clean on some of those things. I understand that aspect of it. But sometimes you get by clean. That's just the reality of the situation. Not everybody's defense in the league is on A1. Like I said, if it's the Patrick Beverleys, the Deladovas, you know, Jamal Murphy, Lonzo Ball. Lonzo still can't lock you up crazy like he was doing me in the but you really don't lock me up crazy if I'm still dropping 60. But I'm saying, like, I'm talking about flow of the game. I'm talking about the basic flow of the game. But that's based on more of their length and their lateral quickness in that situation because they're just long. But some of these guys, they're just not. They're not going to be able to handle you like that. Like Curry don't play consistent defense, so I don't like it when 2K every now and then tries to turn up the AI on his defense, and it's like, bro, you know Curry don't play consistent defense like that. So there's certain players we know can't lock us up like that. Marcus Young, honestly, Marcus Young shouldn't be able to do that to us because first of all, we were outplaying him on the team. So I feel like I lost to the Spurs all 4 times. I don't even remember what happened rookie year because I don't think we played them that much. So
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Because I was on the East, so I only played them twice. So if we lost, then I guess we might have lost twice. I can't go back and look at the records on that far because I've already played like a whole season. I mean, once you play to finish the season, you can't go back and look at it anyway. So I mean, like, I don't remember what happened rookie year as far as that goes. More than likely, we split, but I got swept by the Spurs in the regular season, and I was like, and it was basically all because Marcus Young could do whatever he wanted to. I'm like, yeah, this is not realistic, 2K. And the one reason why it's not realistic is if I'm still able to, yeah, my percentage might be lower, but if I'm still able to score like 60, at some point, the game should still be close. It shouldn't be a blowout. I shouldn't have to struggle to get back in the game and stuff like that. Yeah, Marcus Young 6'5". They got him like with these crazy badges and all that stuff, but at the same time, like if you go by the story, the nigga did dirt, so the nigga shouldn't be like living like that. And when you win the championship, he literally texts you and be like, "Yo, you're my friend," and da 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 da. You know, I just like to. I'm like, bro, we were never friends. Like, I don't understand how 2K has that on the phone. Like, yeah, I understand they're like rivals and stuff like that, but the nigga did him so dirty. Like, the nigga took his livelihood away from him, basically, in the story. Because didn't nobody want to touch him at first. Because they thought all that, how he got the dude to edit that crap, they thought that junk was real. I'm like, nah, that ain't. That you don't. I'm not saying you keep a grudge, but you don't let that. You're not friends at that point. Like, you let that nigga go on that side, you on this side type of thing. I'm just saying the competitive edge of that situation.
On the wing starts. Guarded by Simmons.
I'm just saying he shouldn't be able to lock me up so crazy like that.
And no good. And so we wrap up the first half.
And here again, I'm talking about the flow of the game. I'm talking about from drive to drive. Obviously, drive to drive, he's not locking me up. But at the same time, it's like when you're struggling every single play to get by him, and you got to find other ways to get around him, like pass the ball and cut to the basket, and he's still blocking it and stuff like that. It's like, y'all turned up the defense a little bit too extra on this game. Because when you get by somebody and you're still held on by them, it's like, bruh, like, come on. Either that's a foul or that's a hold-in or something like that, which would just ultimately be a foul regardless. But I mean, like, it's like, come on, guys. Y'all can't have it where they're because once we do it, which we're never really able to seriously do that, because you just see how Kemba just went by me like that. We're never able to seriously, unless you're a lockdown, I'm assuming, because I don't have a lockdown archetype.
And it's Mitchell missing. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers.
Well, not true, because one of my friends has lockdown in this, and KD was doing whatever he wanted to. He still beat them, but KD still was going by him on some of the on multiple drives. Like I said, it's not you're not gonna be able to stop them every time. But when I'm playing effective on-ball defense, don't act like this nigga just blow by me off of nothing. And then on the opposite end, I can't move, or I get by him and I still don't get by him, or I actually ankle break him and he gets back up, or well, they don't fall unless you're a playmaker. But I mean, like, I've had people stumble and still get back on defense. Like, bro, they can't lightly contest that. They can't contest that. It's like, bro. But when I'm late on there, it's a defensive breakdown for me. It's like, come on now, get real, TK. All we really want, it's not even about being realistic at that point. It's about just having consistency. If you're going to tweak the defense where they can play it at a high level like that, then we should be able to play it at a high level the same way.
And the Jazz lead by 15.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's still going to take a skill gap. You're still going to have to be able to guard up, regardless. You will still get blown by if you don't have the skill set to play the defense the correct way.
Most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
But y'all let the players slide by him.
Walker against Starks.
Get off me, nigga.
That one goes in there. Starks has got 40 points.
And the jump shot has been
After playing good all-ball defense, I've seen, it's not just me. It's not me complaining about, like, this is me watching other YouTubers. This is me watching iPod play defense. And then they just go by them. We're talking about Park, we're talking about Rec, we're talking about my career, because iPod does all that crap. Agent plays Park most of the time in Pro-Am. I've seen them clamp up, but at the same time, I've seen people be able to get a little slither of hope because of lagging, latency. Y'all really do need to fix y'all servers. I was talking about that to the homie last night, and he was surprised because he don't play 2K like that. So he was surprised about what I was telling him about that, about how you're able to get away with stuff like that. And it's gotten worse because if it's iPod, if it's Agent, if it's, Stack, Reese, all those guys are verified. So when they get on even the celebrities, HaHa Davis and Quavo and all these other guys, when they get on there, the latency, lagging, all that stuff is amplified because you got people following them and watching them play the game. Because it's not like a jump-in system like Call of Duty or NBA Live or any of the other ones, stuff like that. Of course, you got all the advertisement and all the, because of the neighborhood, all the movement and stuff like that. But even with that, I feel like y'all have enough money to like be able to do both. You just need to have better servers, period. If you're going to have all that going on, your servers just need to be better. Okay, we about to simulate, apparently, because I'm subbed out. Let's see what they do with the score. Oh, they didn't change it very much. I like the fact that they actually, sometimes when they sub you in, it's off of a foul shot. Because that's something that wasn't, I'm not going to say it wasn't happening, but I don't think it was that noticeable.
And that one misses.
A lot of times they were subbing you out, and subbing you back in on a regular possession. I want the passes on here too to be like, yes, you're gonna turn over, yes, you're gonna make mistakes, but I want it more so on you making a human error than them just trying to throw it in the direction of the player. You see how quickly it turned into a 2-point game just because I threw 2 passes that didn't necessarily have to be. The second one probably was pretty bad, but the first one I legitimately could have. And here we go. And I'm cold already for just making two errant passes. And it's tied now.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
They double him with Sharch. Deflects the pass.
Not where I was passing the ball. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there.
And the layup is up and in. He's got 9.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside.
I mean, but at the same time, why change the flow of the game all of a sudden? Well, yeah, the game goes in flows. I understand that. It's like, bro, y'all do it to where it's just like it's not even realistic at that point. Like I said, we're not always looking for realism in this, but at the same time, it's still a thin line to like, why are you trying to play the situation like we weren't demoralizing them at that point. Like 11 or a run, when I come back in, I'm all of a sudden cold because of 2 errant passes. That, oh, come on.
Simmons with the defensive effort. Walker surveying the floor. Pass to Simmons. Sharks trying to break free, and it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Walker.
Really? That's what we're doing, 2K?
Fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback. Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
It's good.
Get off me.
42 in the game.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
What
And
the?
he's able to get it back. Outside for Simmons. So the wing on the left. There's Diallo.
Come on now.
Starks outside. Outside for Jackson. Nice ball movement by Utah. Ingles passes to Starks.
Gotta be aggressive, man. I don't understand why my team, they do that too.
Quality offense.
Let my teammates play like they play.
Controlling the pace and very unselfish.
Another thing is, stop put it where it's just me and my reserves. What's the purpose of having Donovan Mitchell on my team if and Jimmy Butler if one of them is not out here? Yeah, go Bears still out there. But we at least need, if you got 3 to 4 superstars, you at least need 3 of them at one point. Get off me, Ben.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants.
I didn't really necessarily like the play by Joe Ingles because I felt like he can shot that 3. Joe Ingles shoots uncontested threes a lot of times, but still, like, he can hit that 3.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They 10 straight points in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line.
Come on, let's go.
Utah's gotten blank from.
I mean, this is exactly what happened last night, though, when I was playing it.
Starks kicks to O'Neal. On the wing angle. Here's Starks.
Oh, how you like that one, Embiid?
Oh, he got
That's disrespectful, man.
that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Walker against Jackson. Unloads from 13.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Utah is shooting 48% from the field as a team in this third quarter. Starts the pass to Jackson. In deep.
Come on.
Tried to bank it in, but he missed.
Because they slowed me down. Like, come on, man. I'm already shooting at that point. I passed it back. I got the window.
Does a good job of affecting the shot without.
Because I caught Ben Simmons off guard, though. It's the way you moved in that situation. Okay, so he missed that.
Now the 76ers take it the end.
Yeah, I believe that. That's believable. But he makes that. Yeah, it's an wide open shot, don't get me wrong. But either Justin Jackson dunks that because he has the leeway to do that at that point because where he was, or he hits it off the glass. Boy, y'all swear I'm getting pushed at that situation. I'm up in the air at that point. That's what I'm saying. When I'm saying they slowing it down, like, bruh, by the time I've already pressed the button at a long amount of time, like, well, not button because I'm using the shot stick, but I mean, like, bruh, come on, stop playing me, 2K.
Starks the best angles, kicks to Gobert. And here Starks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Simmons.
Oh, come on.
Starks no good.
He got a good look from the mid-range area.
That's another thing. When you're in D+, I think their teammate grade is horrible this year.
And he comes up with
But when you're playing D,
and it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
And when the
they're not even going to allow you to play effectively at that point.
That's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia.
Y'all tripping, 2K.
Was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebound.
I should have known they was going to do this crap now.
Shortly.
What the heck?
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find. You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get back into the action.
All right, let's go.
Jazz trail by 6. Sharks is the 4 with Embiid in the middle. Kemba Walker is out there with Simmons. And it's Reese in at the small forward position. That's
Wow.
on the floor for Philadelphia.
Kind of hoping I got contact on that one.
Walker against
And B just kind of backed off. It was like, oh, okay.
Starks
Give me
with the
that.
steal. And now Utah fast break. Again.
Don't get me wrong, Ben Simmons would be able to close out that.
51.
But
It looked easy.
let's not act like on fast breaks we can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to make it seem like you didn't have the, like I didn't have the advantage in that situation as far as like getting by. What the heck was that?
You know how that sequence developed.
I guess Big Ben making everything, huh?
Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And we play through about a minute here in the fourth. A fader. He got it again. Sensational. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
Yeah, it's been ridiculous in the playoffs. I've had to score like 70 to 90 points, seriously, to keep us in the game sometimes.
Shot clock at 6. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That is his first foul of the game. Gerald Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Utah also making some changes. Butler comes in for O'Neal, and Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jackson. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Green inside the three-point line and misses it off the right side of the rim. Jazz trail by 4. Ingles with the ball. Unguarded by Simmons.
Wow. Bad angle, bro.
Forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively. And also protecting the rim.
You don't think Ingles would have shot that in transition though? That's what I'm saying. Like, and then you make him cut all the way around. Like, if he decides to go to the basket, he's gonna go straight to the basket in that situation. Because he's not that athletic in the first place. He makes uncontested threes like that all the time, man. It's like, bro, come on. Like, 1 minute they actually let Jimmy Butler lock up people. The next minute Jimmy Butler's like getting bodied.
Starks against Simmons. Shoots a fader.
Oh, come on.
Starks, no good.
Are you kidding me?
Forced him into a really tough shot.
Give me that. Oh, come on. I couldn't tip that just a little bit, though.
He's having a phenomenal half.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes to it right now. And there's the pass to Ingles. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Come on, let's go. I was hoping I would close out this game, but the fact that we can't get back foul, come on, man.
That's his first foul. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Joe Ingles.
Y'all got to work on that, man. It can't be that late. I tapped it like 3 seconds before that. It's like, bruh, you hit it, you hit it. Stop trying to make it seem you reach at one. Because the timing, when you be timing it, you be like, oh, it's on this side. As soon as, when you get the foul, the ball's on the other side. It's like, bruh, if it's on the right side, that's where I swipe the right. Don't wait till it gets to the left side and have me do that, or the opposite, or whatever.
Here's Starks, and it's blocked
Wow.
by Simmons.
We get no kind of
Green taking his time here. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow.
They call the shooting foul.
I get the foul
You
though.
know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Sharich nails them both. Utah calls timeout. Eugene Simmons really having a great game.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance.
See, this is what I'm talking about, the consistency part on there.
We'll see what
It's a 10-point lead. We can't get back in the game. We had at least, I don't know, we probably had almost close to a 20-point lead at one point. 2K allows them to get back in the game through simulation, period. And don't get me wrong, 2K has brought me back in games through simulation. But I'm just saying, like, bro, come on.
It's the mark. And Embiid with the block. And now the 76ers on the break. Sharich has got the ball. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parsons.
I still think I should have got fouled on that, but whatever. I'm just saying ball movement matters. How you approach these shots at points matters.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Gobert against
Really?
Embiid. Simmons inside. Just free to shoot.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
Here's Starks. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Let's go. Come on, man.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
I just really want to get the free agency too, man. That's another reason why I want to close this game out. Come on.
And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got the lead up to 2 now for Philadelphia.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the
Trey ball, let's go.
Presence
Come
of
on.
mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Simmons passes to Sharich. On the wing, Green. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Wow.
Beyond guys right back at you.
This is beyond me. Oh, come on now.
The 76ers leading by 10. Here's Simmons, and Simmons turns it in.
The wherewithal by Brett Brown by putting Ben Simmons exclusively on me.
Starks against Simmons. A shot by Starks, no good.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Come on, man. You gotta get back in this. Down by 8.
It's Utah here with the ball. Down by 12.
Oh, yeah, that is 12.
Has to go Bear. Butler kicks to Mitchell. Parsons on the wing. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And the shot clock extended.
Wow.
Second violation.
Ben's defense ain't that tight, is it? Come on now.
The 76ers leading by 12. Down low.
Dang it.
Simmons slams it in.
And you always depend on him for what? To lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
Looking to end the run. A shot by Starks.
Come on.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers.
Are you serious?
Simmons with the second effort and foul on the
Even
shot.
when I'm trying to get, like,
The free throw line.
even when I got Gerald Green almost lost the ball basically. I didn't steal it, but I'm saying like he lost the ball and still was able to connect it to Ben.
It's interesting.
It's like, bro, come on now.
In the first half, he's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
See what I mean? Even when I'm passing the ball, they still pass it back.
And this game has
It wasn't even 5 seconds before Donovan Mitchell. It's like hot potato with these guys.
Offensive onslaught. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. He kicks to Simmons.
Oh, come on. Wow.
Outside, Green. From outside, off the mark.
Jimmy.
Trail by 14. Pass to Mitchell. Over Green.
Wow.
Mitchell missing. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. They kick it out to Green.
And that's somehow my assignment.
And Embiid is right.
I've been guarding Ben this whole time, but somehow it's my assignment. I love how y'all just switch it arbitrarily, too.
ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Starks.
Put it back up.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. Up top, Walker. Covered by Parsons. And Black Hole's going to pick up a foul.
The ball's right there, 2K. Why am I touching him like on his thigh?
The free throw line for 2. And that one misses. And he's good on the
I have to do a dang on another stream, man. I was gonna do one anyways, but I wasn't gonna be no 2K stream.
And the layup good off the glass. Starks has got 59 points.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
With the hook shot.
So automatically he gets by me because I reach. That wasn't no teaching moment. That was a. It's like, come on, man.
Someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
That one falls.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
Philadelphia leading by 13. Back to Walker.
Imagine me actually being able to guard him correctly in that situation. Meaning, why in the world would he know the pump fake at that point?
Dishes to Mitchell.
It's like, bro, come on. Don't try to play me on that. He didn't know. He was going to shoot it. That's what I'm saying. He was going to shoot that. Well, you don't pump fake and do all the extra movements.
And that one, good. Simmons got 48.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Outside Butler.
And imagine coach making the right decision and not have Ben Simmons on me on defense.
It's good.
Why am I guarding Ben Simmons on defense when he's like 6'10", 6'11"? Bruh, come on.
Philadelphia has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Walker finds Simmons. Over Parsons. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz trail by 11. To the inside.
Crap.
Inside. Gobert with the block.
I was trying to get it before.
Starts the pass to Butler.
Man, that's weak, man. Put it back up. What's he hesitating for? You know you could just went up two-handed with that?
You see the intensity in Butler's eyes. When you give him room to run, look out.
Man, whatever. That's BS. How's the commentator going to say, when you give him room to run, the nigga got the ball, room to run. Y'all got him catch the ball and stop. And wait for the defense to do him in. Like, come on, man. This is literally, the commentators literally be saying the style of play that a player plays, and 2K holds them up. Yes, he got a pass. Whoop-de-doo. People catch it in stride, 2K. That's all I'm saying. Every catch is not a what you. Well, they won.
And what an amazing ball game.
Because once they put the player of the game like that, then that means they probably. I mean, I've overcome the player of the game situation, but I'm just saying, kinda means they won in that situation.
In the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. We know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. Now let's go to the
That's off.
and catch up with our home
Up in there apparently.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He gave them props for their defense. He said,
Come on, get off me.
Outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one.
I love how they just jerked my shot right there.
inside.
Oh, come on.
And they double up Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, how convenient.
It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And the first one at the line.
They just couldn't let me live, man. Couldn't just let me get this one. I done beat, and the sad part about it is I struggled all 3 games too, and still especially the last game, went into overtime. They just couldn't let me just breeze through this one.
Simmons got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And that's just carelessness there.
I mean, they won't even let us get back in the game, though. How do you drop 68 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists? So that lets you know that even though I'm ball dominant, I've still given my teammates chances to score.
And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for Philadelphia.
And I've been effective on defense because 8 rebounds is a defensive situation. Because I haven't got any offensive rebounds this game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Starks against Walker. A jump hook. A shot by Starks. No good.
I don't know how I missed that one. You know my close score is like really good at that point. You gotta be kidding me. Pass it. The heck? You see me driving to the basket.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
The one player that really stands out, of course. Oh,
Yes. And a pretty good defender.
Yeah, that's bull, man. Once they put you in that teammate grade, though, I'm serious. Like, you can't even.
guys, you've got to think a basket here.
It's kind of like that. If you're a teammate grade, your plus and minus is off, they not allowing you to win this game. You can't get back in. Lord have mercy. Barely even touch square.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And some changes here for the 76ers. Diallo comes in for Embiid, and Smith subbed in for Green.
Well, this is how you close out. Beautiful job.
And the Jazz call time
I
here.
hate this game.
They're down by 11.
Golly, I wanted to just end this thing. Like, at some point, like, seriously, when you play this 82 game, you just like, and I get excited about playoffs, but now I'm ready to see what's going to happen, how my team's going to change. So I just really, after going 3 up, I wanted to go ahead and close this thing out.
Here's Starks. It's tipped.
Wow, no foul.
1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they earned just showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd. You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship.
Wow, you didn't see me cut to the basket clean, though.
Here's Gobert. The Jazz again can't hit it.
This nigga ain't shot a 3 all season.
So it's the 76ers
Wow.
winning this one easily.
I guess I get an extra practice, though. This gives me an extra practice to work on my acrobat, and I might lock up my acrobat to Hall of Fame.
Full comeback, but we've seen it before.
Yeah. Game 4 of the NBA Finals is all wrapped up.
So I guess I'll do that, go in this broadcast, do some practice runs, and probably come back with another stream then. Golly, I could have sworn I was going to close this thing out. And streams be making me paranoid about that too, because it seems like in the playoffs, it doesn't happen all the time like that, because you can go back and look at my streams, but it won't always happen that I lose. But it seems like when I have a closeout game and I do a stream, it's like, bruh, 2K gonna do the most and keep me out. So I gotta do another stream to actually close it out. And yeah, there's flaws in my game, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep going to the right side when I clearly can go left, but it's a habit. That's all it really is. It's just a habit. It has nothing to do with me actually not being able to go left. It's just a habit, and you get away with it. That's the thing. Like, the reason why it's a habit is because, you know, I've gotten away with going on that side and dominating. So you're gonna expect me to drive to the right a lot of times. Now that might be different in park and some of the other stuff, because sometimes naturally you do that. I know in practice I naturally go left sometimes on the game. So I mean, like, same corny jokes. Like, 2K, y'all gotta do better. Matter of fact, just don't have anybody talk to you on the phone, man. Thought HNIC would have shown a little more than he did tonight. Instead, Simmons seemed to be more focused on getting the win for this team. That's what you got out of that. Dropping 67 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. That's what you got out of that. That I'd be more focused. Get out of here. As soon as 2K felt like they needed to take control of the game, I stopped missing all those high percentage shots. Those high percentage shots started being more contested. I started getting locked down more. I had to start guarding Ben Simmons. And what world do I have to guard Ben Simmons? What kind of coaching is going on, Snyder? Like, obviously I can move and switch it, but I mean, like, what the heck? It should have been an immediate adjustment by the coach on that situation. That's what I mean by you need to have more control, because those things should not happen. You should be able to call a timeout and switch that stuff up, kind of like on 5-on-5. Where's my phone? But yeah, that's the end of my broadcast. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm gonna jump back in here because I gotta get this win. I really want to see what happens in free agency. That was the whole purpose of the stream. Close it out. We'll see what happens in free agency. I got a new contract coming up. Cause I did a 1-year deal in my second year again. I mean, this year I think I'm just lock it up, but I'm just saying, like, yeah. But anyways, this is in my broadcast. AOKid 2306, Prodigy Starks, Bat Like Cook Crack, like, share, subscribe. We out.